get to sleep. This is what we will achieve over the next few minutes during this deep relaxation track, I suppose you'd call it. Track? Is it a track? Yes, track. My name is Dr. Giles Podan, and I've a lot of experience in helping people get to sleep. In fact, on several occasions I've been talking to somebody in the street, and while I've been talking to them, their eyes have glazed over and they just started nodding off, all because of me. And I remember actually a man called John Hazelhusk. He once said to my face, "Giles, you're sending me to sleep." So with that in mind, I'm pretty sure I can send you to sleep too. At this point, I would like to reassure people who are spiritually awake that listening to this sleep track won't send them back to being spiritually asleep. You can be spiritually awake and physically asleep, okay? That's fine. And by the same token, you can be spiritually asleep and actually asleep. So you can be awake awake, awake asleep, asleep awake, and asleep asleep. I hope that's cleared things up. Sleep is very important. Without sleep, the body doesn't function correctly. You can feel irritable, unfocused. Things get blocked up downstairs. And more seriously, the mind begins to creak and then crack. There was a woman just down the road from here who went 4 days without any sleep. Really bad. Really bad. And on the 4th day, her body spasmed. She fell onto her back and then sort of set with tension, with her arms pointing straight up in the air and her legs akimbo. And because of the awkward position her body was in, she had to be taken to hospital in the back of a trailer. The other thing that can happen if you don't get enough sleep is that you can start to hallucinate. And this happened to me once. I'd been drinking a lot of Tibetan banana coffee, and I didn't sleep all weekend. And the hallucination I had was of Snoopy, the black and white cartoon dog. And Snoopy basically came into my room and he just started to expand. He just grew in size. It got bigger and bigger, and before I knew it, Snoopy had filled up the entire room, and I was being pressed against the wall by one of his big ears. And I remember calling out, "Snoopy, please! Snoopy, please!" And I had to wait about 7 hours for that hallucination to wear off. And at one point I thought Snoopy's tail was wagging and making a really loud noise, but it turned out it was just the sound of my washing machine. Point being, sleep is very important. So let's get to sleep now. And the best way to get to sleep is to unwind your body. So lying back now in your bed or somebody else's bed, I'm not one to judge. Just stretch out and feel every part of your body relaxing. Relax your sides. Relax your backs. Relax your teeth. And you can even relax your organs. And take a deep breath in. And when you breathe out, I want you to imagine that you are breathing out all of those tedious thoughts in your head. all those negative thoughts about your life that are actually completely meaningless and don't help you whatsoever. Breathe them out now, as if you're breathing out poison. And now, I invite you to yawn. Deep breath in, and yawn. And if you haven't done so already, now is the time to take off your shoes. Before we go any further, I just want to point out that there is a very, very slim chance that by listening to this sleep, track, there's a slim chance that you might sleepwalk, even if you've never done that before. There is a chance. For example, I've got a 7-foot-tall brother called Leonard, and he'd never sleepwalked before. Anyway, one evening I was outside putting out the recycling box, and suddenly Leonard ran out of the house. And the first thing I noticed was that his feet were on fire. And what had happened was he'd got out of bed, put his slippers on, and he'd started marching up and down in the fireplace and caught fire. And he ended up having to run down the road and jump into the local pond to put the slippers out. Now, the thing is, he wasn't sleepwalking at the time. But he went to bed just after that, fell asleep, and then started sleepwalking. And he walked all the way down to the shops, put his hand through the window of Clark's, and grabbed a new pair of slippers. I've sort of lost my point, but the point being, sleepwalking is very, very rare. But if you do have a partner, it might be just worth whispering in their ear, "Hey, I might sleepwalk. If I do, don't wake me up, because that may be dangerous." But just relax now. Just feel yourself sinking down into the mattress, as if you don't have any bones in your body, and you're just a sort of liquid that's soaking through the fibers, trickling down past the springs, and you find yourself in a really relaxing place, whatever that means to you. Perhaps it's a serene beach, or perhaps it's a really big library. Perhaps it's at the bottom of the ocean with fish and crabs. Perhaps it's in space. Perhaps it's somewhere a bit weird, like in somebody's bag. But wherever your relaxing place is, just feel content to be there now. And we're just going to breathe here for a moment. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Goodness me, sorry, I fell asleep for a second. Actually, if you're still awake, a trick I used once was I covered myself in hot flannels, head to toe. It took about, 18 flannels, 18 regular size flannels. I put them all over my body, and the heat helped to calm down the nervous system, and the weight of the flannel helped encourage a feeling of safety, and I was out like a light. The only strange thing was, when I woke up in the morning, I couldn't find 2 of the flannels, and to this day I've no idea where they are. Hopefully now you are feeling relaxed, at peace, and not troubled by any thoughts, feelings, or sounds. Sorry about this. Hello?
Giles, where are you?
I'm at home. Why?
I just got a call from the neighbours. Apparently their snakes have escaped.
They're what?
They're snakes.
What snakes?
They keep snakes, and they just called me and told me they can't find them.
I didn't know they kept snakes. How many have they got?
I think it's a grass snake, 2 cobras, and one of those big curly yellow ones.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, look out for them. 'Cause they might get in the house.
Get in our house?
Well, yes, they might, I don't know, get in through the vents or up the toilet pipe.
I can't believe this. What am I supposed to do if I see one?
I don't know, do I, Giles? I mean, trap it in a box or something.
Dorothy, I'm trying to record a meditation to help people sleep.
Oh, well, don't thank me all at once. I'm only trying to save your life.
Well, I'm getting out of here.
Giles, listen to yourself. You sound like a big scared baby, okay? It's really not very attractive.
Well, if you're so brave, why don't you find the snakes? Hello? Sorry, goodness me, that's really thrown me. You know when you get an image in your mind and you can't shake it off? That's where I am right now. Even out of the corner of my eye, I think I can see a snake. Okay, look, I think you're pretty close to sleep now. Just forget about the whole snake stuff. If you can, take one deep breath in, and I want you to hiss it out. Yes. And now, I just want you to get to sleep.